Hi everyone, my name is Laura, sorry, and welcome to Book Bubbler. Yeah, it has been a couple of weeks. They have not been good weeks, hence why you didn't see me and why I have not been able to figure out my vlogs yet. Sorry, this is Soup's professional, that's why you're here, right? Yeah, so let's do what we did last time and do the bookish stuff first and then all the other chatty stuff afterwards. Okay, so, ooh, song of the week. Oh my God. How about Maniac from the 80s from, oh my God, what is that movie? Why can't I think of it? With the water on the chair and that one, that song. I'm not starting again. It's not going to get any better. So here we just go. Okay. Because I've felt like a maniac the last few weeks. Book-wise, I'm not really getting anywhere in anything. Pages in, but nothing much. I'm going to talk about 3 books a little bit because they were in my vacation vlog that I filmed but never uploaded. So I didn't cobble it together yet. So I'll talk about them briefly. And that'll be it. So I did talk about this. If I did, forgive me. Honestly, brain, I don't have one anymore. Lure the Moonflower by Lauren Willig. This is the last book in the Pink Carnation series, and we are finished with it. Danny and I finished this last Saturday, and okay, the first 3 quarters were really good. It was, again, like the first few books were, you're really with it. It's spying, but it's a little higher stakes. They're in Portugal this time, and trying to get the Queen of Portugal, trying to get her back on the throne to help defeat Napoleon, and she was abducted, and so it's the Pink Carnation and the Moonflower, the 2 spies together, trying to work together, not really trusting each other, but trying to get the Queen back, and of course falling in love at the same time. So like I said, the first 3 quarters were really, really good, really excellent, and then we ended last week at that 3-quarter mark, and we're like, God, that was really hard to stop reading. And then she's like, screw it, let's just finish it. I'm like, okay. So we did, and the end was really a bummer. It just seemed super rushed. It seemed like, this is so harsh, I don't mean this to be this harsh, but like she had a deadline and she just wanted to be done with it already. She's so sick of it, so boom, done. Tons of characters were there at that very end, which some of them made sense, some of them didn't. The Pink Carnation behaved completely unlike themselves in that last quarter again. Like, what? I don't know. So this was fine. It was mostly good. It was fine. I'm giving it 3 stars, I think. It would have been 4 if the end would have been a little less panicky, like rush to the door, but whatever. So that's that. We are all done with this series now. Yep, that's that one. Okay. Then this graphic novel, Blossoms and Bones by Kim Kranz. This is about Kim. She wrote most of this, all of this, at a Buddhist retreat in Pennsylvania or New York, I forget which. She was supposed to go and teach a class somewhere about something, and then she just kind of couldn't and broke down, and she ended up staying at this ashram for 5 weeks or 6 weeks, I think. Ignored everything else in her life, and just till she could try and process. So her process, not only just working there was it, but this book came out of her trying to process through her feelings of an eating disorder and a chemical abortion, and on top of those things, trying to process those things. It's also a lot about creativity, living a creative life, being a creative person, and that's the part that spoke to me hugely. I really enjoyed this book. There are a lot of parts where it's really scratchy stuff, like this is fine, but she uses like this. Like this is how a lot of it is. And she uses the skeleton bones, you know, like to go through and talk through things. I think the beginning has less stuff. So see, But then there's things that are really gorgeous. And the stuff about life and art I really found profound, and like this one, A Prayer for the Triple Rainbow. Dear Triple Rainbow, even if you're not real, you are. Like, weird stuff like that. I really enjoyed this. It's not for everybody, absolutely. Here's one about spiders and the Wheel of Life. So I hadn't heard of this before. I just bought it based on the cover, and the fact that it had this pretty ribbon is a nice little marker, but I did really enjoy this. I gave this 4 stars. Will be good for Nonfiction November next month if you can get your hands on it. I got my copy from, I think, Book Outlet, which I know they're verboten and they're the worst and everyone hates them now, but that's where I got it. So check your library maybe. And then the last one I finished, which I planned on finishing when I was on vacation and then just couldn't, is The Home Place by J. Drew Lanham. This is the March pick of Book Naturalists, which is hosted by Doris at Aldi Books and Heidi at My Reading Life, 2 of my favorite ladies. This was really wonderful. I like the way that he writes. I appreciate the language that he uses, the way he talks about things. Hearing about his family, hearing about the home place, the farm, not the farm, the house he grew up on and the land he grew up on in West Virginia. Yes? Why can't I remember this? Oh my God. Whatever. Wherever he grew up. The Eastern South. Talking about respect for the land and how we would spend days out, you know, trying to count quail or watching the deer and planting the vegetables. And at his grandmother's house, which is sort of a rundown kind of a shack. I mean, it's a house, but it was much more rural, I guess you could say. All the great meals that were cooked there, and how his grandparents' view of nature and ecology and the land was, and then what he saw growing up, and how often, like, he is a birder, became a birder, and how he was often the only non-white birder around, and sometimes people would think he was doing something else and he's really just looking at birds, or, you know, he had a really interesting professional career too. Talks about a little bit about his wife and kids, but this is mostly his story about his life, and I really appreciated it. I never would have picked this up if the Book Naturalist hadn't brought it to my attention. Milkweed, I always get this wrong. Yep, Milkweed, I got it right. Milkweed Press is really great. I really like their stuff a lot. I have others of theirs but have not read them yet, which is my bad. But I keep saying really, this was so enjoyable. I appreciated this, liked his story, enjoyed it very much, liked what he had to say, and I hope that he writes more in future. So, what's coming up? I don't know. I just realized this morning, today, Saturday, when I'm filming this, is Dewey's readathon. I've never been less prepared for a readathon before. So I will read tonight. I don't know what I'm going to read. I'm near the end, like 100 pages or less in 2 books. I am halfway through 2 other books, so I might just try and finish up one of those if I can. Yeah, I don't know. It just... Sorry, this desk is weird. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I do have some graphic novels I checked out from the library. They were all recommended from Heather at Soggy Expat Book Nerd. Love her too. So I've got some of those. Maybe I'll read those. Don't know. For the rest of the week, it's a lot of work and running around and things. So we'll see. So if you're here to hear the books, book part is all done. Thanks for watching, and I will see you sometime soon, hopefully. Okay, everyone else who's still here, hi. Okay, I apologize. I have not had a chance to read comments from the last video yet. I meant to do that before I started filming this, and I realized it's getting dark a lot sooner, and the little sun we have, I want to be able to use it while it's here, so yeah, here this is. So yeah, the crazy diet. It's been terrible. It's been really terrible. I have been massively depressed and anxious, very stressed. Skipping meals because the thought of making something or trying to cook something or most likely eating the same thing again was too depressing for me and I just couldn't do it, so I just didn't eat. Or because my schedule is pretty wonky, I work for myself. I work when clients want to come in, so I schedule any kind of eating or whatever around other people. But with this diet, you have to reheat things and you have to have access to a fridge. Now, I have a fridge in my office. It's a small fridge, but there's a microwave that's for the whole building that I'm in. So I don't want to have something smelly heating everything up, and I don't want to eat anything smelly in the office too. Again, it's a massage office. I'm trying to keep it smelling like clean or essential oils or something like that, not cauliflower and turkey meat. You know what I mean? So I would just not eat anything and be working. And I'm still working out. At least 2 days a week I'm working out on top of doing work, and I am gaining weight. I'm gaining weight. I lost 5 pounds the first week and a half. And then, no, I lost 10, almost 10. And I have gained back 6 now with the not eating and the stress. I cheated a few times when I was on vacation, which was technically not this week that just ended now, but the one before. I gave myself permission to eat what I wanted to, and I really couldn't shake this diet so much. I did have a quarter pounder with cheese and fries. That was lovely. I got a breakfast sandwich on the way out of town that was delicious, but not terrible. And when I was at the cabin by myself on vacation, the best thing I ate was avocado toast with hard fried eggs and sriracha. That made me happy. I had that, and I had creamer with my coffee. I'm talking about crying all the time, but seriously, I was like, this is so good. I just like cried. I mean, when that is sad, isn't that sad that that was like, I was so happy right then with that very simple, not terrible meal. Let's be honest here, that like, whatever. So it's bad. The cabin itself was fine. If I ever end up posting the video, I took 3 baths in like 2 nights. I had 1 whole day there and 2 nights there. I took 3 baths. I watched 3 movies then with those baths. That was nice. The third one, I was like, yeah, this bathtub is not comfortable, but whatever. The floors were all uneven. I am a person who is extremely sensitive to like, balancing things, and to like, if I turn too fast, as an example, I will give myself vertigo, like straight up vertigo. So I'm not great on things. Amusement parks, no thank you. Like, I have to drive or I get really sick. Like, it's not great. So the fact that all the, like, here's the middle of the place, front door to back door, it was like this. So it was a big hump in the middle, and then everything went down. And then there were 2 bumps in the kitchen on the floor. The loft upstairs where the bathtub was, that was flat, but there's no place to stand. It's a pitched roof. And the bed, your head lays lower than your feet, which I didn't realize till I lay down. And then by that point it was too late. So I barely slept. It was raining and chilly the whole time, but not warm enough, not cold enough for a fire, not warm enough to not eat one. Like, I had a hard time. Plus, by myself in a new environment, in my brain, I was thinking, great, I can sit on this comfortable couch for a while. I can take a walk outside. I can read a bunch. I can take a nap. And really, I was just like trying to make myself not leave. And then, yeah. And then on the way home, I got into my very first car accident. I bumped someone in a roundabout. I had the right of way. They decided they didn't want to yield anymore and pulled out. Everyone is fine. I'm fine. They're fine. My car has paint scratches. Their car has an indentation, a little one in one of their back doors. My insurance company has already decided that I am not at fault. So, like, that's done. That's what I thought. But now their insurance company is trying to talk to me. So that's been massively stressful too, because I don't know how any of this stuff works. Again, I've never been in an accident before. I'm in my 40s. I don't know how this stuff, I don't know what to do. Like, and I was so shaken up the whole time. I couldn't even think straight. I had a panic attack afterwards. Like, not a good time. Not a good time. And then this week has been kind of crazy. I've got some new clients, which is really nice. But a lot of people squeezing in around me having that week off. So it's been a lot on top of this crazy diet, and like, It's been really bad. Really, really bad. Yeah. So I don't think I can keep this up anymore, this diet. I mean, I really don't. My client yesterday, who was a 20-some year high school biology and chemistry teacher, she now teaches at the college level. She was like, what are the studies done on this diet? Like, who backs this up? And I was like, you know, I never even thought about that, which is the first thing I look at stuff normally, but you can tell how out of it I have been. I was like, oh, I don't think there is one. I don't know, but I'll let you know. She's like, yeah, please call me when you get home tonight. I'd love to know this. So I looked, there is nothing anywhere about any kind of a study, any kind of anything. I did some light Googling last night to look this up, and there's really nothing on it on really official sites like Johns Hopkins and at Mayo Clinic. There's a book with the same title published a few years ago, but everything that's out there that talks about it is a blogger or somebody, or it's a book review. And people say, like in the reviews or like in like bloggers and stuff have said that they talk to people and it's not safe to do this diet, which their diet is not as strict as this one is that I'm on, for more than a week or two, because it's stressful to the whole body, it's stressful to the heart, your body shuts down, all this stuff. And I was like, yes, this is exactly what I have been happening. Like, my heartbeat is so fast that it's keeping me up at night. And like the whole bed is shaking from my heartbeat. I have massive brain fog. Yeah, it's bad. So after I stopped crying again last night, waterworks, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. So my doctor doesn't know this yet. This is my holistic person. I talked to her Monday afternoon that I'm going to stop this diet, as it's supposed to go until December 17th. So what I'm going to do instead is just eat the way that I would like to eat going forward, meaning whole foods as much as possible, cooking home more than not, but also realizing that if I'm out somewhere, I'm having a stressful day, or I'm like super busy or whatever it is, it's okay if I get a sub sandwich, you know, or if I'm absolutely starving and I'm by a Wendy's, it's fine for me to get a small hamburger so I can eat on the way home, and then to get chili and a baked potato, which I love them both, and then have that when I get home, like as an actual meal, but like to get some hunger out. It's okay for me to eat breakfast now, you know, I mean, so yeah, I'm going to be stopping. And if she doesn't like this, that's too bad, but I can't sustain this. I'm barely hanging on. I am cheating all the time because I'm using bottled vinaigrette dressing. I refuse to use broth. I refuse to make my own broth dressing because everything I cook now, it tastes like broth. I'm not making brothaigrette. I'm just not. So that's the deal I've decided with. Hopefully this accident stuff will take care of itself, and the other people's insurance will say, yes, you are not at fault. They will agree with my insurance. And then I just hope that nothing else horrible happens. I don't know how anything works here, but I am scared. And the man was extremely angry, and he was not the driver. So I'm just afraid. I'm very frightened. So yeah, bad times. But I'm trying to turn things around for myself and be more realistic, and yeah, trying to give myself a bit of a break, because I don't see how this diet could have worked for anyone necessarily, but especially for someone like me who is, I don't believe my I don't believe my holistic lady at all when she said that I was full-fledged diabetic, because that's not a thing you just get in 6 months. I believe my Western doctor, and literally the 10 or so other adults I have shown my blood work to, they have all said, you look fine, or I think you might be pre-diabetic, maybe. So why am I doing this crazy, insane, eat nothing but 24 ounces of food every day and only 2 meals, kind of crazy crash diet for 3 months? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? So yeah, I'm gonna not anymore. Yeah, hopefully that means that I will get some fat on my system again and get my brain back, because I'm super scattered all the time. I really hope the depression goes away because that has been so hard to deal with. I hope I stop crying all the damn time. Yeah. So that's me. That's where I've been. How have you guys been? I've been watching a little booktube, but mostly it's just been like 30 Rock reruns and Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Bob's Burgers and Golden Girls because I can't take any new information coming at me, except I did start watching Squid Game just to try and distract myself totally, and I really like it. I'm just started episode 6, so maybe I'll finish that this weekend. I don't know, but I'm just hoping to get back on track with my life a little bit more, not being as stressed, and my God, I look forward to eating a meal again. I don't have to measure, so. Okay, I'll stop rambling. I hope you guys are doing well and reading something great. And I will see you at some time soon because before you know it, I'm going to have to do my November TBR. And so far, I don't have anything planned. So.